end it because they don't attack those goals that they say they want to get done.
Mhm. So going back to creating the content, again, most people think that visuals, captions, videos are the most important thing to get new eyes, to get a bigger audience. But it goes back to this, you guys. It goes back to you. Do you even know your why? Do you even know what limiting beliefs you have? Do you even know what your audience wants from you? And then we move on to how do we create the best content? And that can be through visuals. We talked about Canva. Canva has a lot of templates. You guys see that I make my YouTube covers all on Canva. Obviously, this was a little bit better because I got better with visuals, but all my templates started with Canva. So sometimes you need to start here in order to be here eventually. I couldn't have done this the first day I started graphics, but I learned how to do this after I went through all these other shitty designs. So I hope this is making sense, you guys. The most important thing that is going to drive more sales and more business in your content is simply, do you have enough value? Are you showing up as an expert? Because if you're just posting content to be posting, just to look pretty on social media, that's not going to get you new clients. I've talked to clients before where they're like, oh, I'm posting 3 reels a day. And I ask them, like, well, why are you posting 3 reels a day if it's not making you sales, if it's not getting you new conversations in the DM, if people are not asking how to work with you? Sorry about that, my phone. Um, and sometimes their answer is, oh, well, I'm just posting because I thought it was going to be helpful. Assuming or thinking that it's going to help is not a strategy. And that's why I said it goes back to your messaging. It goes back to, are you showing up with value, or are you just showing up to show up? And sometimes at the beginning, you might just have to show up until you realize, how do you give value? But again, it starts with practice. So going back to this, captions are super, super important. I know Matt has even harped on me the importance of using captions for videos because I don't know, you're better
Well,
at video.
don't say I don't know. It's simply because
You're better
the
at video.
well the number one reason, well, it's there's like three main reasons why, and we're going to talk about that. And this is not just me just guessing or just blowing some shit out my ass. Is I actually see people watching videos on mute. Like I see a lot of people that watch
Mm,
videos on mute, or somebody's at work or somebody's doing something, and most of the time that video starts off on mute. And the importance of having captions is because that person is still able to be entertained by that video content without having to listen to anything, because they have captions on the screen that's visually showing what it's talking about. Two, captions are important because it's a not necessarily a visual hook, but it's a visual interrupter. It's another word for it, but what it is it captures people's attention when you have words popping up on the screen, which is the whole goal, is you want to capture people's attention. And then
mhm.
number three, it also includes and adds to the story as well. So again, three reasons why we're using captions is a pattern interrupter. That's what I meant to say. It's a pattern interrupter. People watch it on audio, and it just visually looks appeasing and it appeals to the story that you're trying to tell for the content.
Yeah, and I was gonna say, like, I don't know why people don't use captions enough, but I actually do know. It's just because people are lazy. And if you're lazy when it comes to your content, it will show. That's something that Matt has gotten on me before. And I will be transparent with you guys. Sometimes that's why people are experts at what they are experts. I'm an expert when it comes to social media. I'm not an expert when it comes to video. And that's why I always have to ask Matt, like, hey, do you think this looks best? And he points out, we have to fix this or we have to fix this, because it's tiny things that we don't realize that make an impact, but it does make an impact to somebody else. And going back to his point, think about how many times you've been on TikTok or Instagram and you've been scrolling, or sometimes your volume is off and you're not even paying attention to the video. You're only paying attention to the words on the video. So even that is a form of psychology behind your video marketing. Going back to videos, something that I just talked about on live today is that people think that you need viral reels to make more sales or to get new clients, but they don't realize how many other things they need to overcome in video marketing. So many people that I know are not even confident when it comes to showing up on camera. And think about it, why? you know it is a perfect example. If you guys want to go ahead and speak up.